I am not a financial advisor, and I never give financial advice on this channel. 100% of this content is for entertainment purposes only. Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. This is Lane with MetaShackle, and today I'm going to be going over a couple XRP charts and a little bit of additional information that I find very interesting. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into the charts. First, we're taking a look at the XRP Weekly Chart. We have this incredibly bullish formation, which started during the breakout in November during the Trump election pump, setting a high in this week here of January 13th. Price has since been consolidating down inside this wedge with one liquidation candle right here breaking below both of the lower trend lines, both the weekly as well as the monthly. The monthly being right here in orange, the weekly being the bottom of the pennant in white. Volume has been trending down, which is bullish. Many YouTube analysts are telling people that the low volume is going to kill the price of XRP, and that's simply not true. Lower volume, which we see right here in this pattern, is what causes these consolidation patterns to occur. We want to see volume decreasing, moving towards the apex of this triangle, because when we do see the burst of volume coming out of the end here, just as we saw here, that's when we will see the breakout, moving up, taking out these weak dojis here and here, as well as setting a new all-time high. There is some confluence on the charts in this regard. As you can see here, we formed a bullish hidden divergence on the chart, peaking right here, right around the liquidation candle, which you can see marked out right here within the price. This is also bullish and gives us confirmation that this pattern is going to continue moving to the upside, not breaking down to lower levels as many YouTube analysts are trying to convince you right now. Price is also trading well above the Gaussian channel. There's a bullish order block right here in the green. We have a bullish order block right here on the weekly that has barely been penetrated into. We also have a bullish order block right here on the daily, which has not even been touched. All in all, this chart leans bullish about 75% and is bearish perhaps 25%. And asking AI here, this will help you understand what a bullish hidden divergence is. It's a technical analysis pattern that occurs when the price of an asset forms higher lows while the corresponding momentum indicator such as the RSI or the MACD forms lower lows. This divergence suggests that although the price may be experiencing a temporary pullback, the underlying momentum remains strong, indicating that the overall trend is likely to continue. But just like everything else within trading, nothing is 100%. Now taking a look at the XRP 4-hour chart. Price traded up here to this area just below this weak doji echo. Now taking a look at the XRP 4-hour chart. Price traded down here, taking a drawn liquidity into this lower bullish order block on the 4-hour chart. There was consolidation right here in this area. Price broke to the upside here, falling just short of this weak doji echo reverse waterfall, resting at $2.34. Price then formed this bearish order block on the 4-hour chart centered at about $2.31 and formed this bearish SIBI on the 4-hour at $2.275. Price has since fallen down below the Gaussian channel, even though it's now trading slightly within it. Volume has been decreasing, but on this second fall, we did not touch the bullish order block again, which is a bullish sign. And we have also formed another bullish hidden divergence on the 4-hour chart right here as well, as you can see marked down here in the stochastic right here, which is another sign that we could be seeing a reversal right in this area, moving back towards this bearish order block. This red line right here is the monthly trend line on my charts and has yet to be broken since I established this $2.05 to $2.07 price cap range on my charts, which I believe will be the lowest price that we will see in XRP from this point moving forward, with the exception of a major catastrophic event, which would be a black swan event, something of that type. If something like that occurs, all bets are just off the table. But as it stands right now, I do believe that the price will not go lower than this yellow box. And if it does, the worst case scenario is right down here at $1.96 on my charts, which is gradually moving higher as the price moves up with the lower weekly trend line. These are both the exact same trend lines marked that you just saw on the weekly charts as well. All in all, it looks like we're about to see a reversal right here, but we'll have to watch and see exactly what happens. For additional information and exclusive perks, do consider joining me on Patreon. Now moving on to the XRP Daily Chart. On the daily chart, we are still trading below the equilibrium zone. We are trading within the Gaussian channel, even though this last little push down actually turned it red. Price has been trading above the -1 line on my Fibonacci's, holding very well going back all the way to about mid-April. We are still trading well above the liquidity zone, and at this point there's no sign of us going back down to that range. And as I just mentioned, I don't believe we are going to go below this 207, 205 level that rests right around the low of this candle. It gives it just enough room to where if it swept this and touched this Fibonacci, that's about right where that range rests. Price is trading up above this trend line here, but is still trading below the 200-day moving average. We're going to want to see price get up above this 200-day moving average, up above the Gaussian channel, and up above the equilibrium line, which is the green line in the center of the equilibrium zone. If we can get above this, we can finally challenge this big SIBI right here that stands as one major obstacle to us getting to price discovery. And as you can see, even the Trump tweet pump that occurred right here regarding digital assets and the national reserves, even this was stopped by this bearish SIBI. So it's not going to be easy, as we've already had slight rejection in the area here and a flat-out rejection just below the 50% mark right here. All in all, on the daily chart, we still have quite a bit of work to do. And I know a lot of people are looking at this head and shoulders pattern that's forming right here. I don't believe that this is going to come to fruition. I think we're going to make a move to the upside, and we're going to challenge this equilibrium zone. If we get rejected at this equilibrium zone or off the equilibrium line, then I would start to get concerned. But until that occurs, I have absolutely no reason to believe that we are going anywhere near this liquidity zone at current times. Like I said before, that is all dependent on whether or not any major events occur, especially in regards to what's going on in the Middle East. Now this here is a picture that I took a screenshot of from XRVOD's video that he put out today. I'm not exactly sure where he got this, but I have seen this before. Even though this chart doesn't specifically say it, what it's talking about right here with all of these lines connecting between all of these banks, this represents XRP being a bridge currency between all countries and all banks. That currency is also borderless and global. Now, I have studied sacred geometry for many, many years, and I am very good at geometry. I have quite a few friends that know me who watch these videos that can absolutely agree or confirm that fact. I know geometry like the back of my hand. I love geometry. And when I looked at this chart on his video today, symbology instantly jumped out at me. And I know that a lot of people don't see that because they're looking at it for a different reason. Now, as George Carlin used to say, he leaves the symbols for the symbol-minded. And even though we are bullish XRP, and many of us believe there's going to be an incredible transfer of wealth moving into the hands of people that are on the side of the light, you have to understand that these tokens, these coins, are a part of the beast system. There's no doubt about it. And these symbols that they use are built into that very system, as I've showed you in previous deep dive videos, especially in terms of XRP. Now, a lot of people wouldn't see this right off in the geometry, but I have eyes to see. It pops out at me instantly. The symbology that has been hidden in these charts that very few people would even pay attention to. Lots of people would not understand what makes these things happen, as the pyramid is built into it. This symbol right here, a lot of people believe is the Star of David. This is actually the Star of Rempan. It's in your Bible. Look it up. And if you've ever had any questions about who is behind this system, look no further than the information that they put right in front of your face, because it's perfectly clear and it is built into the very code in which it exists. Just something to think about. There are still great opportunities here. I think there are a lot of things that are going to occur that are going to be incredible for the right people. And there's a much larger purpose involved in that. It's not just about Lambos. It's not about mansions. It's about doing good things, about doing what's right. But you have to understand what this system is and who it belongs to. Remember, it's not money that's the root of all evil. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil. Money is just a tool. Tools are completely worthless unless they are in a person's hand. And the person who has that tool in their hand, they are the ones that decide what that tool is going to be used for. It can be used for good or it can be used for bad. But the choice is yours. So thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Good luck to everyone. Have a great day.